People, man. Society, man. I don't know what else to say about that.
Okay.
I'm a little done with it all, but at least I'm trying to contribute to society in my own way. This is one of them. Well, we did everything we could, and now, in my own ways, I should say, and this is one of them. There'd be a better grammatic way of saying that. Hello! Can I bother you? You're not bothering me, Haru, it's all good. So yes, you can talk to me, because you're not bothering me, okay? It's about that new president, Takakura-san. I would like to hear your opinion on him. Are you free today? Yeah, I'll go ahead and hang out with her. I at the very least want to max out Haru and Futaba, because I know I haven't yet. I think those are the last party members I need to do that with, too. So I will at least do that in this point, in these 20 days, hopefully. In fact, I want to do that before I end up going and doing my memento stuff. That's at the very least what I'll do. And in the evenings, I might at least try to max out Mishima and probably also Takemi. And maybe also the politician Yoshida. Sorry for bothering you, Totami. You're not bothering me, Haru. It's all good. But I am hesitant to speak with anyone else about this issue. So, I'll help her out. I feel I can become closer with Haru thanks to the Empress Persona Tatiana. Titania. I keep wanting to call her Tatiana. Titania. It's a similar name. Leave me alone. It has most of the... Tatiana. It's a very similar name with just, I think, one extra syllable and some switching around, so... Yeah. And I think the main reason I want to keep saying Tatiana is because I'm a huge fan of a band called Ginger. I love their music very much. Especially the vocalist whose name is Tatiana, so I think that's why I keep wanting to say Tatiana. I feel like my bond with Haru will grow stronger soon. Nobody thinks you're alive at this point, so it should be okay as long as you're careful. So, what will it be? Are you going to spend time with Haru? Yep, let's go see her. Thank you, let's meet at the Big Bang Burger in Shibuya then. We can talk and drink coffee at the same time. Oh yes, McDonald's coffee. It's good shit, man. It really is. If these places do anything right, they do have some good coffee. I looked into Takakura-san, but I didn't manage to find very much behind those initial rumors. Several people I asked said that he often complained about my father, but just as many seemed to say the exact opposite. One side has to be deceiving me, correct? I'm honestly suspicious of everyone at this point, I don't blame you. I really fucking think in her situation, this is the answer. Because she has all the company's power. Giving it away to people who might use it for their own gain, and maybe even against her, is extremely possible, right? So that's just what I want to say. Trust none of these people. Except the thing is she doesn't want to run the company. That's the big dilemma here. And I also want to support her on that, but I'm just like, thinking this is the right answer to me. Trust who you want to trust. But she doesn't know. But I think she needs to come to the conclusion. And if it's no one, until someone really does prove trustworthy, then so be it. I think that is how I would respond to this. And thus, as an extension, how my Joker would. Because this Joker's an extension of me. A lot of my characters in these kinds of games tend to be just someone I think up, but they end up being an extension of me to a degree or another. Like my Shepherd. I have a very particular Shepherd. Most people do that play Mass Effect enough. A lot, I mean. Anyway, just who you want to trust. I really do want to trust Takakura-san, but I just don't know if I can. I suppose I'll need to learn the truth of this matter myself.
To be honest,
Takakura-san has been pushing the marriage particularly hard. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. I really wouldn't trust him because of that, and she doesn't... You don't want to get married anyway, just don't fucking do it. You have all the company power. You can just say, fuck you, I'm not going to be... don't hang out with him anymore. Fucking, like, if you have to, lock yourself in your house with guards for a while until he stops leaving you the fuck alone is what I would do, Haru. And I wish you can kind of tell her to do that, but you can't really. You can't, she doesn't, she keeps going along with this piece of crap. And she deserves better. This is a very big thing as far as I know for richer women, too, that are born into these kinds of families. This has been a ages-old dilemma for them, is being married to people to some complete dickhead for reasons that were not their choice to begin with, and then they just go along with it. for various likely social pressure reasons and nothing else. And I want to just tell them, you don't have to do that. Especially because she holds all the money and thus the power in this situation. She doesn't need to be with him anymore. To any degree whatsoever. That is, that's what I would say. Don't fucking... He says it will help provide vital backup for myself and Okumura Foods, both in public and in private. He's even started asking Sugimura-san into important company meetings. We have a contract. Does this mean it's already too late? Is marrying him my only option? No. Don't I think about it? That might be my best chance to help the employees my father left behind. Think about yourself, Haru! There has to be another way. You're right. Perhaps I shouldn't give up so easily. There you go. That's the spirit. Now, I know there's something about, hey, let's marry the protagonist instead. Even if you're not dating her, which I really don't approve of, but I understand. I just really think that would be a really great special thing if it was only in her route. Like, if you're dating her, that's when it comes up, period. And this way she's actually cheating on her fiancé. I only just kind of realized that. I know she's romanceable. So you can literally have her be cheating on her fiancé. For good fucking reason. But, considering how slimy a man he is. And the fact that, she isn't dating him at all. He was just thrust upon her. And he wants to thrust himself upon her in a lot more ways. That are extremely not considering her whatsoever. So... either way, graduation is quickly approaching. I'll need to decide my course of action soon enough. Fucking break up with his ass. I would hire someone to get him killed secretly if I were you, but it's also probably really risky. But at least divorce his ass. Or, it wouldn't be divorce yet. Break up with his ass. Just be like, nope, bye. Bye, Felicia, as they say. Before you came along, I hadn't even considered not going through with this marriage. I believed I would simply marry the man my father had chosen and let the rest of my life pass me by. Which, yeah, that's kind of what is expected of women in these positions. I don't know how true this is these days, but that used to be a huge thing, I know that. I wonder what would have happened if my father didn't have a palace. Would I have just resigned myself to the fate he had made for me? Well, I want to say probably. But, well, life had other plans for you, and now you have more spirit behind you, and that's beautiful, Haru. That doesn't matter now, because now you can make the decision.
Yes.
You're right. I should look forward to the future instead of thinking back on the past. Actually, be careful about looking forward to the future, too. You have to ground yourself in the moment sometimes. But, yeah, it's a better course of action for sure. Honestly, though, things would have been far worse for me if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves. Plus, I would never have had anyone to talk to like this. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, please tell me. I want to help you as much as I can. I can sense Haru's trust in me. Feels good, man. Bumper crop. Increases the total vegetable yield for single harvest. Ooh. More moonlight carrots. In fact, one of these days in the afternoons, I will absolutely set that up. In fact, alright, I intend to do that tomorrow. Just, So, we're only rank 5 with her. I'm hoping we can do this in 20 days. I really would like to top off Futaba, because I know she's farther along. I hope someday I can just look out at the sea with a nice cup of coffee and forget about all this. I believe in you, Haru. I believe that you can. And I hope you'll be there with me, Dergy. Ah, cute. Yee, I do intend to be there with all our other friendos. And I really like how Strikers is a continuation of this game, and I think they do a really good narrative job with that. Of course, I haven't finished it yet, but I really love what they do with all the characters so far, to a degree or another at least. I wish they did some different things, but I think you always do, if you care about a work enough. I think they did something differently.
Now, shall we return
At least that's
home?
been my experience. But there's a certain point where you need to let go of those wishes and just enjoy what's there. And P5 is a really good game to do that with. For me. But again, making something that has these things these games are missing is a huge in my opinion, that I really would like them to have, is a huge inspiration for me. Which is why one of these days I probably will see what I can do about learning game development. Hello, this is Dergy, right? I want to apologize for all the weird stuff I said earlier. You know how I talked about things would have been if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves? Once I started to imagine that again, this powerful fear came flooding back. Haru, hug. We're all here for you. That's true, thank you. It's always when I'm alone that the doubt creeps in. Haru, hug. And so I'm indebted to you once again. I'll have to work hard so I can repay you. You don't have to, Haru. Hug. Sorry if I worried you. Okay, see you. You don't have to apologize for anything, Haru. You bean. Your coffee bean.
You're back. Yo.
And the box came for you. Give me my SP items. What'd you get? Ninjuri Yaki Imo. SP. And Benji Azuma. More SP. Yay!
Oh.
Must be what you ordered off the TV. Heck ye, baby. I've definitely maxed out Sojiro. I could crossword puzzle. First I'll watch the TV though. What's up here? What's going on here? We asked people for their thoughts on the House of Representatives election. They were asked which politician they thought had the most promise. Let me guess, they all think Shido does. The name we heard the most often was Masashole Shitdo, the leader of the United Assholes Party. Listen, I don't see, you might look at this and think it says Masayoshi Shido, the leader of the United Future Party, but no. I don't know why I think you would think that, because, that's not what I see here. What I see when I read this is Masashole Shitdo, the leader of the United Assholes Party, because that is who and what he is. Anyway, he's an asshole and a piece of shit, and the leader of a band of complete dickheads, and all of that is made very clear during his palace. Okay, I'm done now. It's one more piece of evidence solidifying Mr. Shido as the frontrunner in this race, which is why I'm so glad that I derailed that. It just hasn't come to fruition yet.
But...
Wait, Shido's the frontrunner? What's going on? Oh, boy. What's going on is he killed a lot of people in his way. But it's okay. Crossword puzzle. Are you gonna play crossword puzzles? You have other stuff to do, so don't get too into it. Play a little. But don't worry. He won't get what he wants anyway, because we've already seen to that. But a lot of these things act as if you haven't done it yet until the time counts down, and it's weird that way. Medicine of varying legality. I want to say that's called a controlled substance. CONTROLLED. That seems to fit. Are there two L's in here? No. Contraband? Maybe? Yeah. Down import illegally. Hold on. Poppy. Okay, so redo. Yeah. Alright, so I know this is opium, so let's use these as hints instead of just looking it up like I used to. I'm a lot more comfortable just sitting here and puzzling things out at my own pace. And I think that just came with practicing, you know? Alright, and I know that import illegally is probably... Yeah, there seems to be two G's for that, so I'm pretty sure those are both right. Wait a minute. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, is that really the definition of narcotics? I thought the definition had to do with what kind of drug it was. Well, you learn something new every day. You've got it. The answer is narcotics. Narcotics. This term applies to any medicine that does... Okay, yeah, I thought so. It was the type of medicine that dulls the senses, but is more often used as a generic term for both legal and illegal drugs being misused. Okay, so I was both right and wrong about that. It makes sense. Morphine, a common narcotic used as a painkiller in many medical facilities, is named after Morpheus, the Greek god of sleep, which makes a lot of sense, because, you know, it was used to put people to sleep. Oh, wow, even I couldn't figure that one out.
Nice.
But I did without even looking it up. I feel proud about that, yeah. Because I used to look up all the others, and I think it was because out of a fear of taking too long. And out of a fear of seeming dumb to y'all. But I know that being dumb on stream and Let's Play is part of the fun for a lot of people watching a lot of the time. And so if I think about that, then it's fine, right? Again, you just have to be okay with being yourself. And I think that's one of the main cruxes of the people that are successful at this sort of thing and the people that are not. Yai! Dergy did it. I don't have anything else I can teach you, but are you gonna help out? Okay, I'm not even gonna read his disappointment. It feels bad that I said no, but I do want to just brew me coffee now. But yeah, I'm gonna not do any more of the curry for a while until I get low on that, if I ever do. So I'm just gonna be coffee until now. For now. I love the smell of good coffee. So does the Durgan. I highly doubt anyone really hates the smell of coffee. It's a pretty good smell in general. If anyone hates the smell of coffee, I'd like to hear about that, because that'd be a very interesting thing to me, to know that there's a person that actually dislikes it. I know there's a lot of people that dislike drinking it, but does anyone really hate the smell? I'd like to hear about that, because that's an interesting thing. I'm wondering if there is anyone out there. And if so, if you have a reason why, let me know, but I don't think... Something like disliking a smell or a taste, there's not a reason behind it, you just don't like it, right? So, I don't know. Although sometimes I feel like there is reasons. Sometimes, like, it's like something you used to have too much of and that's why you dislike it. Like, or you were forced to eat it a lot and that's why you dislike it. Or like, it has something to do with some kind of traumatic event and that's why you dislike it. I'm aware that those kind of things happen, but I'm wondering if that might be the main reason someone might dislike the smell of coffee, actually. Anyway, we should rest now. We have a big day tomorrow. Shouldn't you tell the others about the target mementos? Not for now. For now, I will be hanging with either Futaba or Haru. I want to max out Futaba and then focus on Haru. So, whenever she texts me, I'll be poking her. Otherwise, I'll be poking Haru. Actually, at the very least, I wanted to, you know... I didn't remember to until yesterday, so I am at the very least... I don't know if it takes time, and if it does, oh well. But what I want to do today... Oh, that's right! Wait, hold on. There's the forum request for her old friend, right? That's right. I actually might do that today. We'll see what happens, or soon. This actually would, I think, drive my Joker to go do it, to help Futaba's old friend and, in extension, Futaba herself, especially because abusive parents can go suck a dick, and I really would like to help that poor girl. Wait, it's a weekend day, ain't it? No, why school gate is it closed now? Is the school closed? And if so, why? So what are you gonna do now? Oh, wait. Head to the rooftop. Oh, that's right! We're sneaking around because we're supposed to be dead. I get it. And also because we want to make sure we don't get found by Shido's people. I get it now. That's why it confused me. What's up, Haru?
Hey!
Nobody should have mental shutdowns anymore, yes? Hopefully not. That aside, what brings you to this rooftop, Durga? All I'm wondering is how Akechi isn't dead. Because I don't really remember, but I feel like it's pretty confirmed that he's dead in this game. In, like, P5 itself. But don't quote me on that, I do not really know. But all I know is that apparently in the Royal Third Semester, he is apparently alive. And I would really like to understand how the fuck that is. And if the explanation doesn't seem sufficient, I'll probably be ugh about it, because Akechi is a very tragic character. And what's funny is I came into this game hating him, and I don't really know exactly 100% why. But now, the more that I am exposed to his whole arc, the better I feel about him. It's really interesting. I'm here for the vegetables there, Haru. Makes me happy. It makes me happy that you're happy and that you're doing stuff and enjoying it. These vegetables should grow nicely here. What do you think? Give me... Well, hold on. Sun tomato. Restores 100 HP to SP to all allowance. Okay, but yeah. Give me those fucking carrots, man. Yai. So 12-3. Yai. Feels good, man. That's right. We come back here. Let's head back. Alright, so yeah. That does not take up my time. So... I just realized it's more evening-y generally, but I think it's because it's 11, right? I swear it seemed more afternoony when we started the game, but, well, you know, sun rises and sets at different times of the year, so I think that's just another reflection of that. And the sheer amount of detail in this game. And by the way, that sunset over those buildings is beautiful. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, because that's some beautiful-ass motherfucking shit. Alrighty. What was her... We decided to go to that request on the forum, right? We shouldn't just half-ass it. Besides, it's boring to just be waiting around, so I propose we go to Mentos today. You know, yep, let's do it then. Let's do it. Especially because I can't continue hers without that, and I want to get both these girls done. And Haru's only at 5. I really would like to get this over with and get Futaba's over with and focus on Haru's, and hope that I can finish hers too. Although, there's going to be a Mementos point for her too. But, yeah, I just want to get this out of the way, and then get Futaba out of the way. Oh, wait, that's Mishima, right? Or was it just Mishima? Wait, hold on. And there was another one too, right? So, wait, hold on a second. Question. Is Futaba available herself right now? Okay, hold on. Okay, so no. So, let's meet up and make sure that it's the one I think it is.
Hey,
for Futaba. Can't believe you still want to help people in trouble even now. You're seriously a stand-up dude. Hell, the moment you stop wanting to help people in trouble is the moment you lose your goddamn humanity, as far as I know. It shouldn't have anything to do with your situation. You just should want to. And I'm glad that I want to. I feel like I don't do a lot to, but I know that that's because I need to fill my own cup first, as they say, you know. I never intend to live an entirely selfish life, which is why the main reason I want to entertain for the sake of other people, especially because videos just like this one, Let's Plays and stuff, they've really helped me as a person. They've been very emotionally comforting for me in all sorts of ways, and just generally wonderful entertainment for me. Today seems like a perfect day for us to go into Mementos. Let me check our intel. We'll start with this one first. This intel is on the human incarnation of greed who borrows money and runs off with it. He's changed his name and even had surgery to change his face. Not even the police can catch him. When greed has gone that far, the only thing I can feel is pity. Well, yeah, considering Kaneshiro, I guess you would feel like that by now, huh? It seems it would be best if we helped change his heart.
I'm on board.
I'm for doing this too. We need to trigger a change of heart in them. There are still more. This intel is on a foul young man who scams the elderly with all sorts of fraudulent businesses. At this point, he's expanded his crime into a larger organization. That's bullshit. I can't forgive someone who's taken advantage of old people. Especially because, you know, he's very protective of his mother, and I love that about Ryuji. And I bet that's part of where this is coming from. We gotta take that bastard down and make sure nobody else ends up getting scammed by him. And I love Ryuji's conviction. It's awesome. It really is. I hate people like that. Let's destroy them. Fuck yeah, Futaba. Let's do it. There are still more. This intel is on the... Yep, so we're doing that today. This intel is on the parents of Futaba's friend Kana. They forced Kana to take immoral jobs so they can pay off their debt. That's just disgusting. I'm guessing that means literal prostitution, or at least something akin to that, like being a stripper or a cam girl or something like that, right? Ever since she was young, they've trampled over her life. I'm gonna crush them. I'll save Kana-chan.
Nice.
Sounds good to me, too.
Nice.
Okay, looks like we're all... So yeah, let's do all 3 of these right the fuck now.
Listen up.
There's... Oh, perhaps all 4 of these. This intel is on the cat abduction incidents occurring in Yongan. Our target is Ryoko Aino, who lives in Yongan. It sounds like many cats have fallen victim, and the neighborhood's residents have already made complaints. You almost got abducted too, right, Morgana? It seems super dangerous. And I heard the police aren't willing to do anything about it either. We've got to help out the cat owners in any way we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is something that I'm confused about. Why the hell would anyone call Morgana a snowball? He's barely got any weight for... The woman is clear... This girl is clearly not well, Ryuji. I think that would be the reason. I was wondering the same thing. We may be missing a piece of the puzzle here, but... I've already sent out the calling card, so we're all ready to go. Let's solve this for all the cats in Yongan and their owners. Heck yeah, Morgana. Alright, friends. Let's do all 4 of these mofo and mofoers. At the moment... Oh, wow, there's actually 6, not 4. So there's 2 more that we already vetted. Alright, let's do it. Well, let's go. So yeah, let's try to knock out all of these. And in the process, personas, SB items from Jose, and try to reach the bottom right now, as per usual. Especially because I know that that's the next dungeon, is we need to reach the bottom of Mementos and then the bottom of Mementos. So, MetaNav is reacting. A new area has been confirmed in the depths, updating guidance information. It seems the number of areas we can go to has increased. Well, more people know us than ever, but probably not for the right reasons, though. I'm sure this misunderstanding will be resolved once this is all over. Come, let us cheer up. She's right. Plus, there will be stronger enemies the deeper we go. We'll need to stay careful. Indeed. Let's go where the changes occurred, Joker.
It's
Heck
time to
freaking
work.
ye.
How's that? Did I sound cool?
Heck ye, you did, Haru. I sort of want to try different people. Maybe On, and maybe even Ryuji, and maybe Yusuke again? Thonky Durgan. Switch out poor Morgana, because I just end up switching him out a lot. Because I love you, Kitty Cat, but I love some of our other party members just better. I'm sorry about that. And again, in any game, as long as it's viable for beating the game, my ass is in any way, even if I have to make things harder on myself for it, and I've done it in the past, I will stick with who I want to play, God damn it. So I will stick with the party that I want because of who they are, not what they have ability-wise, as long as I can. And there's some games where that's less viable than others, but I'll stick to those guns as long as I can to beat the game. That is always going to be my policy. But I'm just thinking, but at the moment I have a conundrum because I don't know exactly who I want, really. But I need to just make a decision. So, I'll definitely kick out Morgana, and I think I'll also let Haru go for now. And I'm thinking, I just realized, is there any more show times than I've already seen? I don't know if I've unlocked the last one. With the, because I do believe the last one that was unlocked was the Makoto and Haru one. I have no idea. I'm thinking Ryuji and Yusuke, honestly. And Makoto, because Makoto will always be in my party, because she always wants to be by her side, because, yay, cute boyfriend stuff. So, I'm actually, you know, like, I'm kind of surprised I'm doing this, and I actually really want to put On in there. In some capacity. But I think I'll actually do Ryuji and On. Because I haven't actually had Ryuji in my party for so goddamn long. Yep, final decision for now. Ryuji and On. I'm sure I'll... Actually, I'm not sure. But I very well might swap out different people. For different reasons later, but for now, whenever you need me, put me in, coach. Alrighty. I'll be counting on you to replace Morgana for now.
Yeah.
And On. But counting on you to replace Haru for now.
Thanks.
And Dergy gonna save. And Dergy gonna go.